It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles. You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for Game 1. Back with that after this. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good Game 1 as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. So just about set now, and on the mound in this one, Todd Anderson. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
And now, Jarren Duran. And that's through there for a strike. So we're off and running in Game 1. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. And there's a ball.
Just the third pitch of the night, and already a little question on the strike zone of the umpire in this one.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots that are so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now, Gunnar Henderson. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Anderson, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. One down, base is empty. Gets the call, and the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a double.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. The batter now, Rafael Devers. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
Check on the runner. Henderson dives back in safely. Devers matched a homer in his last game. Now back to second, and they're keeping him close. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the Red Sox. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Game 1 of the division series. And the batter now, Christian Campbell. Campbell was crushing in his last game, hitting 3 home runs. Anderson back to work. That misses off the outside edge.
Boog, you know who had the longest stretch of time between 3 homer games? It was Reggie Jackson, who only did it twice in the regular season. Once in 1969 at 23 years old, and again in 1986 when he was 40. Amazing.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Now 1 away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Chase DeLauder up next for the Red Sox. A little bit low. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Second inning here, no score.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that can cost your team the season.
And a bunt towards third. And a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's down and away. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Warren. And first offering is fouled off. Two out, space is empty.
Ball in.
Pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Thank you.
Up the middle. And that one handled. No throw. He's safe at first. And now Logan O'Hoppe. That's in there. It's 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. And that'll do it. One hit, one left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Back now at Oriole Park. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran outfielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Rafaela goes 5 feet 9 inches, 31 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Just missed.
1-1.
Fought off foul. And that skips into dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But he's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now batting Jarren Duran.
So we're getting a postseason matchup with teams from the same division, and I think these matchups are great because both teams know each other really, really well. No secrets, no unknowns, nothing like that. Just go out and play and let the best team win.
And another ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Top of the third, no score. That one's in there. That's strike one.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that misses. Now 3-1. Swing and a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Gets it to first. And that quickly 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Doubled his first time. Just missed.
Ball 1.
And now 2-0.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Next offering is fouled back. And he grounds one to the right side. Boots it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Man aboard, and here is Devers. And Devers hits that one, and he makes the catch. And that is that. And the Red Sox lead one. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Alvarez snags it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Line drive, leaps, and he's got it.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Two down, bases empty. Here now the Red Sox DH. Chase DeLauder caught looking his first time up. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Alvarez in position and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they go quietly there. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Game 1 of the division series. So stepping in for Boston, Jackson Warren. Anderson back to work. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And that's in the dirt. Next offering is downstairs.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Just missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And a 3-1 on the way. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Man at first, nobody out. Logan O'Hoppe up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. The changeup missing. Ball 1.
1-0.
'98 at the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stand on that double play.
Runner takes off. Pitches low. Save at second, and that was not close. Fouls one off. 2-2. Anderson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the ALDS. Right side, hard hit. And he's safe at first. Great hustle to win the foot race there.
You've got to love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between the first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela, went down on strikes his first time through.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And there's a strike to the outside corner. Warren on third. Ohapi at first with no outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Stays alive. In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. The 2-2. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a payoff pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Brothers at the corners, one away. And we're at the top of the 5th. That's the third. There's one. And that's 2. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Top 6, and the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Henderson, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Next offering is fouled back. Out to short, Volpe. Zips it to first. One up, one down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here's Rafael Devers. And first offering is fouled off. The Red Sox with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground to third, Mayo. Zips it across, and Devers is set down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Tyler Soderstrom. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. Inside, 1-0. Soderstrom leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Up the middle, it's through for a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Next is the designated hitter, Chase DeLauder. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off. Squirts away a little bit. And that's outside. Ball 3. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Todd Anderson won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. On the mound now, Drew Rasmussen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so you should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. Early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
6-0 is how this one ends, as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambu. Thanks for joining us.